Hey everyone, this is Myth Pinball with an instructional video on how to use our control box on firmware version 2.2 on our original control boxes, our 3.1 on our version 3 control boxes. First off, it operates like a standard stern menu. The first button is back, down, up, and then enter. So to wake up the screen, just press any of the buttons. It doesn't matter which button will wake up the screen. As you can see here, it's going to display your firmware version first thing. So in this case, we're running version 2.2. You press any button to enter the menu. You'll see your selection up top and your current menu item. And what you can do is use up and down to scroll through the menu items. So our primary menu has pattern, colors, brightness, speed, fire level, sound activated. Some of these menus only work on certain patterns, so we'll show you how that works. So what you want to first do is select your pattern. And our pattern options, we have our standard fire, we have our fire synced, and what fire synced is, it means the left and right sides will be equal at all times versus random. Fire full means we have a fire pattern coming from the top as well as the bottom. Fire full synced means the same thing, but it's synced on both sides. Fire with stars adds stars or burst to the top of the frame. This is useful for some of our space patterns. Rainbow pattern with sparkles. Confetti, which is random color dots essentially. Cylon, which is a back and forth motion. Juggle, which is a random juggling pattern. Beats per minute, which is an oscillating back and forth pattern. Our rainbow pattern, also labeled as pride. We have our rotating color in, which goes towards the screen, and a rotating color out that goes away from the screen. Our next option in the menu, again, hit back to go back in the menu, is colors. So you can change the colors of the flames. So again, we'll choose colors. We have standard flames. If I choose the next option, we have red, white, and blue, and hit enter to select it again. And it's going to show you which option is selected by the word selected at the bottom of the screen. So here's how you can change the color of the flames. Colors currently works for flames, and it also works for our rotating pattern in and out. So again, what you're going to want to do is first pick your pattern. So if I do the rotating pattern, I can hit back, move to colors, and then pick the color I want to rotate the pattern in. We'll go back and choose the standard fire pattern because I'm going to show you a couple other options. One is brightness. So brightness will change the brightness of both the standard kit and the under cabinet kit. So this is useful if you want to minimize reflection off the glass. So it goes from a brightness of 25 up to 250. Speed, in this case, is not relevant to fire. But other patterns, speed will impact how fast they rotate or how fast they are updated. Fire level, this one is for fire. If you're not using sound activation, you can manually set the fire level however high you want the fire to be. So 10 means essentially there's fire going all the way up all the time. And a 1 or a 2 is more subdued fire effect. Last is our sound activation mode. If you activate sound activation mode, the sound in the games will impact the level of the fire, will impact the number of starbursts you have in the confetti pattern. You can also, we'll go back to the rotating pattern. The rotating pattern, sound activation will add in sparkles depending on the sound that's in the game. So we highly recommend, if you haven't turned on sound activation, to turn it on and give it a try and see how you like it. Again, no matter what you do in these menus, you can't break your box. So there's no issues with choosing these patterns. These settings will remember themselves from power off to power back on. And you can change them at any time. As we release new software updates, you'll be able to upgrade them via USB, and we'll add in new patterns and features as well as time goes on. Our under cabinet kit, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here, also matches what is going on with the frames, the speaker frames. So as you adjust your pattern on your main frames, you'll also update the under cabinet kit as well. So if you choose different colors, for example, your under cabinet kit will match the colors you choose. And also sound activation, the under cabinet kit will get brighter and dimmer as the sounds of the games go up and go down. So that's how to use our control box. Again, just push any button to wake the screen and just use it kind of like a stern menu, and go through the features and play with them and see which one works best in your game. So if you don't have a MIF pinball kit, this is a great time to get it. You go to mifpinball.com and you can get all these features into your game and kind of work with different patterns that work for your game. A couple last parting tips. So a couple patterns we really like for certain games. One is for Mandalorian. Obviously Fire for Godzilla. It's our best pattern for Godzilla. I also recommend if you get tired of the regular red flames, change it to green or even a heat ray blue. Looks awesome. This green also really works well for Jurassic Park. We find a lot of people like to use this color green flame for Jurassic Park. Our Fire with Stars works really well with a blue flame in Mandalorian. So this is one of our very popular patterns. It makes it look like you're in space with stars on the top and the buildings are on fire down below. For patterns, we also highly recommend Confetti for Stranger Things. Looks awesome in that. Our Rainbow with Sparkles works really good on Deadpool. That's one of our favorite Deadpool or even Venom. Works really well. And again, as we add patterns, we're adding more game-specific patterns. So if you have an idea of something you want to recommend, shoot it our way. And we look forward to hearing from you. So again, thanks for your time today and hope you guys have learned how to use the control box. Any questions, just email support@mifpinball.com. Thank you.